Hello and welcome to this video that was inspired by a video I recently watched about uh, problems in the Genshin Abyss, and supposedly the better Abyss type uh, endgame in Wuthering Waves, which to be honest it's just the same thing for me. Now I gotta say the bosses in, or rather enemies in the Genshin are a little bit more niche than the ones in the Wuthering Waves, mainly because some of them, well, you're not gonna be doing with any sort of characters, which these two people, talk about. The two people I'm talking about are Saint Ontas, I hope I pronounced that okay, and Seka Poco. I think that's him. It's not stated, I think, anywhere in the video. Well, I don't remember actually. And the main points of this video should be that Genshin is forcing you basically to get the newer characters, or rather the characters on the banners, to go through the abyss, which is kind of true. And on the other hand, it kinda a little bit isn't, but it's more truth than it isn't. I won't be watching this like video during my expressions. If you wanna see the video, you can find the link down below, and I'll be linking both Sekapoco and Saint Tontas' channels as well. The secret source automaton configuration device rolls out of the tank, doesn't it? Anyway, the boss is extremely annoying, I agree. But instead of talking about the things that developers can do to improve their bosses, they basically got hard stuck on how to beat this boss, with Seka Poco talking how you like different types of characters that can be, and Saint going, it's not a team I wanna run, maybe it's not a team someone else wants to run, maybe it's a team someone else doesn't have, maybe the characters aren't built that way, and I can take both people's sides on this. As me personally, I only do Abyss just because of the gems. It's not a pleasure doing it at all. And Genshin did kind of make the Abyss more. I didn't see the last Abyss, the one that's currently on, because I'm always doing them like 3 days before they expire. But Abyss does seem to focus more on the newer characters, or the characters that are on banner at the moment. I don't necessarily see a full problem with it, but some mechanics that cannot be undone without specific characters should be addressed. Like, for example, we have characters like the Aero Cube or Ice Cube that have mechanics that basically any character can do. For Aero Cube, that's the picking up the beamed orbs, or anemo orbs, and it gives you boosts so you can catch them, which is a good mechanic. You know, you beat down the boss, you wait for it to be vulnerable, things like that, and then you have a mechanic that you have to do, and you can do it easily with anything. Next, Ice Cube. It's a little bit of an annoying boss, not that mostly because of the sheer cold in the area it is, but if it will be in the abyss, I doubt they add the sheer cold. And also when you get it low on HP, it too has a mechanism where it starts spitting out the ice balls that you can charge attack with any character, and it's gonna break the cube and it's gonna be vulnerable and you can take it down. Another character that I mean, I'm not another character. Another boss that has like a mechanic that anyone can do. It's just another, just not. It's not gonna be a breakdown of every boss, but a little bit of a um, examples of the bosses that do have mechanics that can be, done with every character. Is the mechanical array from Inazuma that you beat down, and at some point it spits out like four parts of it, and one part of it is you're supposed to take down so the boss would be vulnerable to other things. Now again, all of these bosses do have a restriction on elements. For example, Aero Cube, you can hardly hit enemies, so you can't use any of characters active against it. You can use characters' physical attacks even if they are anemo, but it's gonna be extremely hard. Extremely not recommended. That's exactly the same as for Ice Cube, and for this mechanical array, you can't. You basically not. You shouldn't be doing the like for the mechanical array. You shouldn't do physical attacks because it's extremely resistant to it. But their mechanics are pretty okay. Mechanical array is a little bit annoying because it can leave the field a little bit, and it has invulnerable state while it's creating the other four parts of it, but it's manageable. Then again, we have bosses that are they have extremely annoying mechanics. For example, we have in Sumeru, we have the algorithm, the pyramid thing, like that in the abyss basically does one attack and then goes into state where you need to break its parts, and after that you need an electro attack for it. If you don't have electro member in the party, it's gonna be focusing attacks on the little parts instead of finding the invisible pyramid thingy, and that's gonna lower our damage a lot. And once the time runs out on the mechanism, you're basically fighting it again for one attack, and then it goes back in the state of invisibility. And during all that time, its resistances are up. Now I didn't look at the numbers what resistance is like the biggest thing, but it's hard to beat. It's honestly hard to beat. But then we have something uh, like a Drake, the Blight Drake, the one that's both on the ground and flies up. You need a bow character for it most of the time, because sometimes in the abyss it starts flying just as you go into the fight, and sometimes it doesn't. But it has two mechanics that need bow attacks. First, when it starts being resistible to a certain element, its head blows up, and you need to shoot it with the projectile, basically. But if you hit the specific area, it can be done with other things as well. Other one, even if you hit the head, it's gonna start flying basically as soon as it regains its consciousness, let's say. And you're basically like you can't do anything about it unless you have a character that shoots something or something like that, and it's gonna be extremely annoying if you can't take it down because its resistances are up and it's not weak, and it has a lot of HP because of HP inflation, which is actually a problem, and I give that to Saint. HP inflation in Genshin is getting crazy, and that should definitely stop. But on the other hand, uh, Oh, we have one more boss, the one that they actually talked about the whole time and didn't do anything about. The what? No, not so the Natlan boss, the secret source automaton. You cannot shoot down the mechanics with arrows. The only way is to get it close enough because it has like a shield of projectiles. The only way is to get close to the core of the pillars and break it. Just one strike breaks it down. Very few characters can do that efficiently, like Citlali, like Ororon, like Kazuha. I haven't tried it, but I think Sinyun can do it as well, the Cloud Retainer. And do we have anyone? We have I don't have her Silon, and she can run up it, and even Kachina, I think she can run it up as well. But that's very restricting for your playstyle, possible playstyle that you can do, and it's not that it's not like you're building a team to fight one floor and one enemy. You have to build a team that can synergize enough to beat 3 floors. Or, I mean, you can do it, deal with floor 1, 3-star it, and then make a team that's gonna 3-star the second floor, and you basically go through the first floor, like, even without the stars, and so on. Now, they, like, debated a lot about the boss that I'm speaking of right now, the configuration device, the Natlan new boss. And instead of giving a ways to fix this boss, Saint just kept saying they should make a boss, they should make it available, but not offering really solution to it. On the other hand, the Sekapoko was just saying a skill issue. Anyways, the thing that could help against these bosses is actually what they already done to a local legend that actually went into a DPS. The automated supercomputing field generator, this thing, actually has mechanic that lets you become Shao for a certain duration of time, or while it has the shield on. Its shield is geo-based, so you either need to do a punching attack, or you need to do a claymore attack, or geo attack. Two geo attacks work against it. I don't remember the time, so geo attacks. But it probably breaks down. Every geo shield breaks with a... Yeah, every geo shield breaks with a geo. So it allows you to jump back and forth so you can break its shield. And that was like a very good mechanic, a very think about mechanic that should be implemented into more bosses. For example, such jumping ability should be put into the Natlan's boss, the configuration device. It doesn't have to be like all over the field, but maybe in between the pillars put like a little circle or something that you can jump off of and climb the pillar. Because this boss is extremely resistant to everything, and if you don't use Natlan characters, you can't even fill out the gauge to start the towers. So if you don't have a character that can climb the tower, if you don't have a Natlan character to push this thing into the second stage, you're not beating it in time. You are not beating it in time. Like, huge respect to anyone who can do something like that. Like, they're probably investing a lot of time in the game and probably investing a lot of money, because I feel like if someone can do it, it's probably C6 characters or 5 stars that are absolutely broken. Then let's put another thing to Drake, for example. Now they can fix Drake with jumping animations, but what they can do is the harpasm thing, the ball that you get from the event in Monster. You can buy it from Mary. I'm gonna put her somewhere. I don't remember. I think it's M, but I don't remember her full name. You can buy it there, and without bow characters, you can take the Drake down if you have a little bit of skill. So, for example, if you go into the beast and there is Drake, once it starts flying, they should give you the ability for the right trigger for me, or it's even, I think it's E for keyboard users, the skill button anyways. They should put on the skill button the option to change it to this ball, so you can take it down easily and then keep fighting it normally. Because if you don't bring the bow character to the fight, you can do anything against it. It's gonna be flying around forever, basically. I mean, it goes down, but it takes a lot of time. And during the time it's flying, it could be a resistance to the element that you own, and if it's your main DPS, it's gonna be catastrophic for your run. And last but not least, for the didn't have another one. Oh yeah, for the Sumeru boss, the algorithm, the pyramid. When it reaches its final stage, when you break down the mechanisms and you need to hit it with Electro. If you don't have Electro in your team, you're screwed. Nothing but Electro can do it. So they can put like an orb that you pick up and run back to it and strike it with Electro. Just one strike does the thing. It falls down, it's vulnerable, and now you can do your rotations, your attacks, and things like that. So implementations like this could fix these bosses being put into the Abyss. Now, for example, the last run of the Abyss, the last time, this thing was in the Abyss, and I basically on that side of the field I ran Mavuika team with Mavuika, Sitlali, Traveler, and Bennett. I did not have Electro in the team, and I could not take it out of the invisibility state, and the only way I could hit it during the invisibility state, even when it was in the breakdown mode, when you need to hit it with Electro, the only way was to swirl around with Mavuika's bike, because it takes like attacks area on the field instead of just one particular enemy, because you cannot aim at the bloody thing if it's in invisibility mode other than charge attacks on bow characters. So just put a little orb somewhere that you pick up, like from the Inazuma weapon. I think it's weapon. No, it's from the talent raise materials. Just put a little bit orb that when you pick it up, you apply Electro for one attack, and when you hit it, it goes down and you can do the rotations just as well. Just wanted to give my thoughts on the situation, and it seemed to me like they should have talked more about how to fix the issues than just focusing on the fact that one boss is kinda ruining the Abyss. And thank you for watching this video, it means a lot. If you watched it to the end, even better. I'll be maybe switching my content a little bit, aiming towards some like shows I watch as well, giving thoughts on that. And I will be streaming probably just as this video ends, so hope to see you in the stream as well. See ya!